Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to this channel, I have given many series its just dues. If the series is fire, I'm going to say that it's fire. And of course, if the series is sucking, I'm gonna
spit on that thing, you get me?
Listen, I know it's a dead meme, I couldn't help myself, I never got to use it, I'm sorry. And when it comes to Bleach, I have given this series nothing but love throughout this channel. But just like every other series out there are things that are cons. And well, I want to talk about wasted potential when it comes to Bleach characters. Bleach has a whole lot of characters, and you know that just like I do. But some of these characters are talked about to be the big bad, and when they show up, they're just not that. And again, this is just for shiggles, it's not saying I dislike Bleach or anything like that. But of course, if you have any opinions of characters I did not put on this list, just comment down below. Now without further ado, let me talk about the first character on this list, Tier Hallibel. For being the number 3 Espada, it is crazy this character did really nothing within the series. I just want to point out that Hallibel has a number higher than the character that killed our main character Ichigo, was strong enough to go to Fate Katakuta Town with Aizen, and even then we weren't teased about this character until it was time for her to fight. And as an audience, we believed her fight was going to be good because she was paired up against the prodigy Toshiro. And if that wasn't enough, she also got to fight against 2 other lieutenant, maybe even captain level Vizards. Hallibel was set up to be a threat, and when we saw Ukiyoa being strong, she was supposed to be stronger. But guess what? She wasn't. Not only did Hallibel disappoint us because her ability kind of sucked, majority of the fight it seemed as if she was getting straight up beat by Hitsugaya. And that sucks a lot. I mean, this isn't some scrub, this is your top 3, and I've seen numbers lower than her do better than what she's done. What also disappoints you about Hallibel is she was not killed off by one of the heroes. Instead, she was simply swagged on by Aizen, and that was it. I simply don't get it. I understand the betrayal from Aizen, however, at least Baragon had the cojones to try to fight back. Hallibel just got cooked and she got sent out of here. What makes it worse is, of all the other characters we see live the situation, she did live, but she was already captured by the Quincy's and didn't put up a fight. Oh my gosh, she's a terrible character. I can't believe she's so wasted. From all the big talk we get for the Espada, this is sad to see number 3 this pathetic. Now next on my your wasted potential list, I have a lot of characters that could hit this spot. And when it comes to the Vizards, any one of you could fit here. But instead, I'm going to give it a 3-way tie between these 3 captains. Shinji, Kensei, and Rose. Trash characters that are at the Vizard level but don't seem like it. Let's just start off with Shinji. The reason Shinji deserves this spot is because he's the character that introduced us to holification. Plus, he's the quote-unquote leader of the group of Vizards, so he kind of feels like he should be stronger than the rest. But he's not at all. While I may give him a pass because he purposely seeked out Ichigo to teach him holification, Shinji got swagged on so many times throughout the series, you just kind of forget about him. A great example is within the 1000-Year Blood War where they show his Bankai for the first time. It was pretty cool, but they used it against some grunts. And suddenly when a Quincy with the Shrift shows up, he gets blown out of the water. Useless character, I'll just be honest with you, but it wasn't as bad as the other 2. Tensei and Rose are also captain level Vizards, but they don't act like it. When we see them in the original Bleach series, they're only fighting Minos Grande and really nothing else. These 2 characters never had their time to shine until the 1000-Year Blood War, and out of nowhere they suddenly get the chance to fight Mask the Masculine, and they lose this so badly it's kind of insane. I get it that Tensei's Bankai doesn't have much except a power boost, so he was going to lose inevitably. But Rose, why would you explain your Bankai to the enemy just to lose? I don't get it, I seriously don't. These are supposed to be captain level characters. I don't know, every single Vizard was a disappointment, but these 3 are different. So you know what, take your pick. You can put any one of these characters in this slot. Now look, even though I'm doing my damnedest to try to give you a new category as the number 1 pick, most of the failures fall within the same faction, and I just can't ignore that. So to me, no matter who you want to say is wasted potential, I have a number 1 that you should agree with. I'm specifically talking about Coyote Stark. I have no clue where to start with Coyote Stark. However, this is for sure a disappointment of a character. Let me start off by saying a good thing, such as he has a very similar design compared to Aizen and Tsukishima. Characters for the most part that give you a deceptive type of feeling from them. And when Stark showed that he was the number 1 Espada, it seemed as if he was going to be crazy. Alright, enough good stuff, he was not crazy. Stark showed up as the number 1 Espada and was the only character fighting within the top 3 that did not have a Bankai used against him. That is very sad. I simply do not care that Stark had to fight against around 4 captain level characters. And it's sad because some of these characters later on will show their Bankai, no matter how bad they actually fumble using it. But besides being the #1 Espada, he also had a little bit more of a promise to him. Stark was so strong that he made another character based off of his own strength. Do you understand how crazy that sounds? He made a whole other character based off of his own strength because he was lonely and had the power. This isn't a character such as Wonderwise or something like that. This is a kid, of course, but still competent. I'm just so simply lost. And I do get it. This is the first time we saw 2 of the Captain Shikais from this situation. But as a Bleach fan, I don't care enough about your Shikai. I want the Bankai. And if you're the #1 Espada that's this strong, I need you to do more. Stark also really never stood on business. I get that a lot of the Espada did not follow Aizen due to his amazing leadership. But this man Stark was not trying to fight for nothing. It was hard to even know what this character stood for. And for me, I'm sorry, but Stark is the #1 character for wasted potential. But listen, there are other characters that you may think of in the comments down below. And as you could tell, I was struggling to even make a top 3. But let me know in the comments down below, who do you think is the most wasted potential within Bleach? Again, civil and loving discussion, please. Plus, if you're looking for more Bleach, I have a Bleach is Back video for you over here. I'll catch you over there. Until next time, take care.